This is heartbreaking at this point in time. Just yesterday, I made a video talking about domestic violence and other things like that. Today, Cameroonians are getting up and having this very, very bad news. We are all in tears and mourning the loss of our brothers in Bahrain. A Cameroonian who just arrived Bahrain, barely few hours after arriving Bahrain, has taken the life of his own brothers just because over arguments of a bed space. So now the situation now everyone is talking about, maybe it's because the bed space that they argued about, but we really don't know exactly what happened, because some are saying he is annoyed because he was promised a better offer and when he arrived there he saw something else. This is why we are saying that agents, when bringing people over, try and be truthful and let them know exactly what they are coming to face. Even at that note, we know it doesn't give him any guarantee. There is no justification for his act. But some of these agents also are making the life of our fellow brothers so miserable that at the end of the day, they become so frustrated and there is no other thing that comes into their mind than doing what they are doing right now. Sincerely, because I'm saying this because I know a lot of victims who have fallen into the hands of agents who collect huge amounts of money from them, promising them better offers abroad, and when they arrive there, they don't see what they were promised. They become frustrated. A lot of people have arrived even in Dubai, and the next day you see police coming into their accommodation. But this one, we really cannot say what actually happened because this guy just arrived barely few hours. I've spoken with someone right in the apartment where this incident happened, that I'm going to drop the voice note for you guys to listen to what he had to tell me. He was in that same accommodation. He's working in that same company. This is the face of the beast who has taken the lives of our brother, who has made now Cameroon to be known in Bahrain. This is a very bad image. We know the country is already at a very bad state, but this one, we say no to it. We say no to it. People have arrived especially in this United Arab Emirates. People have arrived in Dubai, in Bahrain, in Qatar, all this Arab world. People have arrived there and they were promised job with better salaries. And when you get there, they will even give you a visa showing that you are going there to be a banker. You arrive there, you are a cleaner. You arrive there, you are a maid. You arrive there, you are a nanny. You arrive there and you see jobs that you never wish to do. But the kind of sweetening words these agents will tell you to give them money, they will be rushing you that there's no time. Send this money. If you don't send your money on time, we just have one space left. Send your money, send your money. And when you send money to these people, you come there and you find yourself in a situation where there is no turning back. Most of these companies collect your passports that you cannot just turn back immediately. You become frustrated and a lot of things start running through your mind. Suicidal thoughts start running through your mind. Homicide start running through your mind. You start thinking of doing things that unbelievable things. Sincerely, I really cried this morning after watching this video. I feel so bad because you will sit back home, maybe your son is out there. Who knows if these guys are the breadwinners of their families that have been there in this company taking care of their family. You just come one night because you have an argument over a bed space. Some of us who have lived in this Arab world know how bed space issues are. You either sleep up or you sleep down. It is very normal. When you get there, this is a situation you face, except he was promised that he's going to live in a very huge apartment, and then he finds himself living in a bed space on a bunk bed. I don't really want to really think about all this because at the end of the day, it doesn't justify the fact that he should take the lives of his own brothers. This is the first time a Cameroonian has died in Bahrain. This is the very first time this kind of incident has happened among Cameroonians. It has never happened in the history as we have been hearing. We have heard this from other countries, but we have never heard about this from Cameroon. Cameroon is making news now worldwide because of all this type of killings. In Italy, the same thing happened. A Cameroonian take a life of his wife. In America, a Cameroonian boy take a life of his mother. What is actually happened? What is eating up in our society? Only this same week, a military personnel has taken the life of his wife because they had an argument. They argued about something, and because the children were at home, the wife was like, okay, I'm going. She went inside the room. The husband gently followed her inside the room and took her life. What is really happening? What type of blood is entering into our heads? Because this is not normal that somebody will come into a country, he has not been in that country for even a week, and the person has taken lives. We really need to pray for our brothers, our sisters who are out there, because you don't know what will befall them. Listen to what he did. He switched off all the lights, closed the door, so that people will get. You know what it means that they wake you up from sleep? In that deep sleep, you wake up and you cannot see. He is the only one who was awake. He switched off all the lights, closed the door so that nobody can escape. Went into the kitchen, took a knife, and start doing this act, taking the life of people. I'm going to drop the voice note here for you guys to listen. I spoke with somebody in that same accommodation and listen to what he had to say. Now tell me.
And I don't ever say, I'm back 2 o'clock, man, over sleep. Some guy come on Cameroon come on Saturday. He land from Bahrain on Saturday. So now, come Dav and a manager for here. Now he send me and driver. I say, okay, me and driver will go pick the guy to airport. They become at them too. So the guy reach to airport since 5 o'clock now. That guy when I key the other guy, he come out going, what are you going outside? We don't go reach your airport that Saturday with the calling number, he need the pass. Calling number, he need pass. We call manager, tell manager, say, well, it is so, we don't go reach your airport, we call that guy number, he need the pass. The manager say, okay, we can we back for accommodation. We drive carry back accommodation. I don't only go work yesterday morning, I want come back for evening. I meet all the guy for outside, for downstairs for accommodation, for outside, we see he back then. Now I ask say, hey boy, you can today. He say yes. I say, okay, now you be come on Saturday, we'll be there for go take you airport. He say yes. I would just discuss with that evening. I climb upstairs, I don't feel tired, I can't wash. I say I can't wash my work clothing. Then I wash, find thing chop. I don't finish wash now. They can't that driver they can't meet on me say where it is so they define bed for that guy. He said that bed we did for on me now who did it? I just tell you say where that bed is so you know they fine. Person be there on top now because the bed no they fine. Now why that will move it? He say okay. I tell you say may go for down floor some MC bed way some PDF be there. Some PDF we don't move it sending for half lock accommodation because they work for half lock for office so the half lock don't give room for their accommodation. I say that PDF bed dey empty. May they go put it for the bed. Maybe they take the guy go back for down floor for the room. They go show you the bed. The periphery they now where they dey for inside the room. They deny so where it is so now they apartment a bed that. And the guy where he go half log, he contract for half log. I think a 1 month, one on a 2 months contract. With small time he get for any get for come back for company accommodation. So the guy they tell you say that guy there so he come back small time. So the man of his sleep onto a bed. Better me they go find any bed for different side. Now we call manager say manager be there accommodation yesterday evening. We call he say me come address the matter. Because only if he talk with the periphery in the year. The manager say no, it is so the room where it empty, bed no DD and it no get AC. The guy no fit sleep for the room. So me they just leave the guy me sleep for the today morning they go find bed, put am for that room, then put AC. Me just sleep for that yesterday. No be the periphery green. We no know say the guy get own motive. So the periphery way he be the over insist say me that guy no sleep for that room. I don't know. We don't know say the guy don't carry the periphery for heart. The all man don't. We don't end with that matter for bed. All man don't go climb the sleepy. Around 2 o'clock, I already inside my room. I the only year I begin the holler for downstairs. They knock door. Where the guy don't hook up for that 2 o'clock night. Go take knife. Off all light them for spoil all bob them for room. Where people they sleep. That guy they sleep. He spoil all bob the room. Then lock door with key. Come now for that periphery when I be the over insist say me not sleep for that room. It took the periphery for his neck. As the periphery took the periphery now the periphery holler. The next man away, he dey for corner the periphery, he hears the periphery holler. He will come now to say, may check what see the happen for that guy. As he hook out to now, the guy just put knife to for his belly, tear and so take the guy in test and come out. Now with the other men, as the other ones with the chucky for his belly, he holler now, all man for room hook up. The other one, the one struggle, he wound them with that knife, so the last struggle, so the holy take the knife away, the BBT, so they go unconscious. They come now, manager, and around 2 o'clock night, manager, they come now before they call police. Same morning, seeing that 2 o'clock, man, they now only up to wait for slim no day. That if you see the whole accommodation, now blood, the whole accommodation. No man no go work today. All man will be disturbed.
You all have listened from a reliable source. This guy was supposed to be a victim of this incident, if not of this fact that he worked but on a night shift, because it happened in his same room, the same bed space, the same room. He would have been a victim of this. Please, all of you back home when you have families abroad, don't just sit and only be asking for money, and when money doesn't come, you are angry that they don't send you money, they don't take care of you. Find out time and pray for them, because you don't know what is happening. The next minute you can be talking with your relative, he is fine, he's sound. They were not sick, but somebody with blood all over his head just came into their room one night and take their lives. Families, pray for your relations who are out there abroad, because it's like the wind of death is blowing. The wind of death is blowing not because people fell sick. People are taking people's life these days that we don't seem to understand. This is a developing story. We shall continue vlogging on this as we get more information on who is among, and especially the names of the people who are involved in this incident. I'm going to give you guys in subsequent videos that I'm going to be dropping back to back for you guys to follow up on this issue. See you guys on my next upload.